Welcome back to our Plan Site 8 project here in SketchUp for Schools. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the doors and primarily drawing 7, where we have all of the door schedules and window schedules for this house. I'm going to start with our 2'6" door. There's 4 primary doors. 2'6" is most of them. So all the other doors, there's only just 1 or 2. One primarily, except for the closets. So we're going to start off by creating our door trim. So what we're going to do is take your tape measure and we're going to measure out the actual face. So go 0.5 enter. We're going to go to each side, make sure that our line is red. 0.5. We're going to go to the other side. 0.5. We're going to go back 3.5. And then right here, we need to create our little doorstop. So here we're going to go from that point over. We're going to go 1.75. From here, we're going to go over 1 inch. And actually, let's go 1.5 inches. So 1.5 inches total. And let's create another 0.5. So 0.5, and let's draw in all these rectangles. We want to make sure that we draw the rectangles in so where there's not a line right here. So I like to go from this inside corner to there, then go from this corner all the way to this corner, and then finally this corner to this corner. Let's bring up our eraser tool. We're going to erase that line. That is not a line, that's part of your foundation. So come in here, we have erased that line. We can erase that guide and that guide. Make sure you erase it, not hide it. And there we go. So now if I take the selection tool, which is the space bar, I click on this and everything should select. Next, take our line tool. We're going to just create a line going all the way around our door. This is the path that we're going to have our face that we're going to select to follow. The next thing you want to make sure you do is, before we actually select the line, change your top tool from the push-pull tool to the second tool, which is the follow me tool. Now let's go back to our selection tool, hold down shift and click on the lines that we just created. If you're having problems, you can hold down or you can hide the walls if you're having a hard time clicking like I was for some reason. If you click something by mistake, like that floor, just click it again. That's why we're holding down shift, because that is the plus and minus. Once you have all of those sides, click on the follow me tool and click on the face. That face is then going to follow the path that we selected, and it's going to go all the way around to this other side. Now let's come in here and triple click on our trim, right click, and we're going to make this a component. The primary thing that we want to make this component, the reason why is because we're going to have multiple of these. These are going to be the 2x6 doors. Over here, if you didn't rename it, you can come over here and rename it in the outliner panel itself. And this is simply just the 2x6 or 2'6" doors, door trim. Make sure you hit enter, and there is that. Let's bring back the walls. Let's go ahead and hide the roof. Let's go ahead and hide the ceiling. Now that we have this door trim, this is the same as this, and this. So We're going to take our move tool. We're going to click on one of the corners. It doesn't really matter. Come over to one of those doors. Click it there, and we can drag this over 0.5. Another thing that you can do is if you hit K, that brings up the back edges to be able to see the back edges. So you can actually click on the inside corner and move it to the inside corner. So that's the letter K. So here, if we do that, we can hold down Control or hit Control to make another copy of this. We're going to come over. We can put it on this one before we need to rotate. Hit that corner. Let's go ahead and make another copy, bring it over. With your move tool, we can hover over the top. We're going to click on that corner. Move over and move it into this corner. You always want to move it from corner to corner. Now we can hit K again. That's going to get rid of that back edges. And there we have all of the doors, or the trim for the doors, for all of our 2'6". Let's go through this one more time with our 3' one. We'll come in here, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, for this door, we're make it the 3.5, and go from that edge over 1.75. Actually, let's make it just 2 inches, and we'll make this 1.5 inches. Go out another 1/2 inch, and let's take our rectangle tool and come through here and do the exact same thing we did with the other one. Making sure that we draw this to where there's not a line right there to make it easier for us. The eraser tool, and let's erase the lines. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to triple click on that, take my move tool, and I'm simply going to make a copy of this and move it over here to the side. That way I can use that in order to go to all the others and do all the others instead of having to remake it. Next, let's take our line tool, and we're going to draw the path that we want this shape to follow. Hit escape. We already have our follow me tool up, so we're going to take our line tool or our selection tool, hold down shift, and click on all of our edges. Once those are selected, I selected the ground by mistake. Click follow me tool, and then click on our shape. Bring up the selection tool and triple click on this, right click, and we can make it a component. This is going to be the only 3-foot door, but on larger houses you probably have more than one, so kind of just get in the habit of it. If for whatever reason you have something like this where it erases, I'm simply just missing a line right here. So put that in there, that should close up. Make sure you're inside the group if you need to fix anything like that. And we can always go in there and reverse the face in order to bring up that front side. So at this point, that is the both of those doors. We're going to we can do one more example. We already have this shape right here, so we can select it, take our move tool. We want to make a copy of this. We can come over here to one of our closets. They're all going to be kind of the same. I need to rotate this, so we can rotate it without making it a group by clicking on the rotate tool. I'm simply going to click on a corner, move over, click on this corner, and I'm simply going to rotate this around so that it sits like that. Take our move tool again, and let's move it over here to that right there. Take our line tool, create our lines. Select our lines. Click on the Follow Me tool. Oh. Let's try it again. There we go. So select those lines, hit the Follow Me tool, and click on our face. And let's go in here and make that a component. I'm just going to name it Closet D Door Trim. Click OK. We can bring back our walls. We can hit K again, take our move tool, click, find that inner corner, make a copy, and we can bring it over here to all of the other closet doors. We can hit K again, and that will deselect it. And there is those. You only have two left. They're both right here. They both have the same widths. So 2'10" and 2'10". Those are sliding doors or bifold doors, but your trim's going to be the same. So on your own, come in here, take our trim that we created, bring that over here, and create that last door trim. Make a copy and move it over here. So that finishes up this episode. Finish up the door trims, and we will come back in our next episode and place in the doors and create all of those groups. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more episodes in our playlist and channel.